This is the story of FBI, a unique radio station responsible for breaking some of Australia's biggest acts. The GFC had forced the station to the brink of financial ruin, and it needed over $500,000 to stay alive. A massive task, considering previous fundraising attempts had only generated up to $80,000 ever. But FBI did have one great asset, the creativity of its listeners. Our campaign sought to harness this creativity to raise the cash. In the past, the station had asked all its listeners to chip in a little money each, but we took a radically different approach, calling for them to ask just one eccentric, music-loving billionaire PR master for the whole lot. And so, Ask Richard was born. The idea was simple. Come up with the most imaginative way to ask Richard Branson for the money. If your idea unlocked the cash, you get a cool $50,000. We knew the buzz created would give our campaign the exposure it needed to get more people involved and donating. First, we created an online toolkit that people could download to help them realize their ideas. It all started with a flash mob at the studios of a popular TV show.
We're going to ask Richard on Sunrise for $1 million.
Then, some of Australia's best-known artists wrote appeal songs. An Ask Richard game was developed. A $1 million shirt went up on eBay, and someone even swam 2.5 miles to Richard's private island to get the message to him. These were just a few of the thousands of attention-grabbing stunts initiated by listeners, and the media jumped straight on board. Blogs and news sites were the first to pick up the story, and mainstream media followed soon after. As hoped, FBI's plight quickly became part of wider culture. Then, 3 weeks after the launch, the man himself tweeted that he was going to call the station live to air. And on June 13, at 9:03 in the morning, in the Sydney studios of FBI, a telephone rang.
Joining FBI live from his island, Necker, I do believe we have Sir Richard Branson. Sir Richard, good morning.
Good morning.
Richard, it's a bit chaotic here. We have cameras in the studio. Everyone's gone a little bit bananas.
So we will continue to support you and help you in trying to make sure your great station stays on air.
Sir Richard Branson, I do want to say thank you from FBI Radio.
Sir Richard came to the party and donated a massive prize pool, giving us the added exposure the campaign needed. The call generated a second round of hype and even more donations and consumer interest. Ask Richard raised $680,000, 800% more than any FBI fundraiser. It achieved a 100% increase in membership, and donations rose from $14,000 to $206,000 for the period, up 1,400%. In the end, it generated a massive $7.5 million worth of media, all off a $0 budget.
We're saved, and that's a great result.
You are listening to